project should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Mermonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
Right off the bat. Okay. Don't gotta wait. Nice. Okay. Just falls through the door. Hello, ma'am. Hats off to you. By the way, we are inside a building. Could you take off your... Okay, actually, I'm just too insecure with other people wearing hats. Because I feel like hats are cool. And I don't feel special anymore. Hi, Sadine. You can keep your hat. Alright, gentlemen. It looks like Kinich is already here.
Hey everyone, we're here!
What's up?
Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
The heck? Why am I suddenly little? Morning, little dude.
Oh wow, Kakuku's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news though?
Well... Imagine if Kakuku was gonna come out and call Aoife Lil Bro. Damn. He literally is gonna say Lil Bro.
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Damn.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here!
I ain't learning this shit. I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kakuku's not the only one that Mr. Ridesley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Bro's been interrogating both people and birds.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natlan. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
I see. So you've been snooping. A series of twists and turns. Damn. What the? That's a loading screen. Sure. I love that.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
Investigation music. And also that vibe, Kinich being the only colorful one.
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business?
It's very interesting because while in Natlan we have not seen much of people like that trying to get as much money as possible, you know? Nobody really cared about money at that point. everything going on with the Abyss. And this is like the first time... Everything Fontaine concerns. There's always some kind of smuggling going on. Why is it always Fontaine, dude?
Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant.
Bro's analyzing those beautiful eyes. He probably has a zoom inside.
Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Sneak up? Okay. Sneaking.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
They can't see me. I'm not gonna lie, that's a cool shot. That's a pretty cool shot, not gonna lie. With everything being this black and white. Actually, I really love when Genshin does it. It's like the second time they did it. The first time it was with the Nivelette story quest, I think. I think it was the first time. Do not mind me simply walking by. How am I supposed to... Oh. Do I just... Shh. Can I distract him somehow? My E doesn't work. Oh, got it. It's not E. Get out of here, dude. Okay.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves.
Inside Natlan?
There are relics inside
Okay.
the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all. Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
I thought we were gonna get gameplay of coming up to the police and snitching.
So anyway,
I enjoyed that
that was
sequence.
when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions.
I wish it was longer a bit, or we had more stuff to do.
After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kinich. Thank you for being a model citizen.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kinich, you did great.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Exactly, bro. I love his new animations.
Sounds like Mr. Kukuku wants to chime in?
He has a lot to say.
He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying.
So little was spoken, yet so much was understood. By the way, this shot is amazing. Holy crap, newbie. Damn!
It's a good observation. I quite agree.
You're so stupid.
However, we still know next to nothing about the person.
Oh.
Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
The music cutout. Ooh, okay. Why are we the only one thinking? It came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. This is a relic left behind by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine... It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. A lost object that was picked up. A genuine treasure lost by the roadside, yet still it remains unreported and unclaimed. The box was buried amidst junk. It doesn't seem like an accident. No, it's as if someone left it there on purpose. Bait? Why would someone just leave such a valuable antique out in the open of nowhere? Out in the middle of nowhere? Was the plan for someone to pick it up? Interesting. Oh, we're... okay. Just submit conclusion.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
I guess.
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Oh god. Again with reenactment of the film?
Huh? Oh, wow. No way, bro.
No way, tell me, bro. Woo.
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Most likely. It had to come from somewhere, right?
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level.
Oh god, there's a kidnapping!
If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then... Since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so... Does that mean they executed the hostage?
Calm down. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now.
Okay, so what could that be? An ancient dragon tech? We know that, like, Fontanians are very interested in stuff like that. Especially, like, Fontaine Research Institute. And it was relatively not far from it. Huh. It's like, it was almost in the same direction from the city.
And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
About the seller, about the buyer, about the goods. Before the buyer could show up, Lepine Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. About the incomplete transaction. Due to the unexpected arrival of Film Fantasyland, the deal had to be cancelled off. Called off, I mean. After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with no money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would likely have been watching the buyer. About the seller. The gun was placed in a locked box and hidden away. Clearly the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight.
Uh-huh.
Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
True. Great job, Lepine Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice.
Now we're putting the bait.
The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads. And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself.
It is time for me to wrap up my sleeves. As you have probably seen, they are quite large.
Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
I'm not even gonna say anything at this point. Also, if good morning is all that you managed to teach Kakuku, it's a bit disappointing. I was expecting more from you, Risley.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Did you... Did you leave Ahau with Aoife instead of Kakuku? That's torture. But also another way of them to avoid a conversation between Ahau and Nivi. Thank you, Hoyoverse, for doing us a disservice.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kinich. Speaking of pets...
Did you sign the papers already, Kakuku?
Get out of here! Out of here!
Damn. He is so commanding.
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
I believe that what Risley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kakuku. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so pleases.
Let's go! W! Also, what about Paimon?
You're the best, bro.
Aww. Aww. That's so cute.
Oh, that really is good news. Traveler, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroron?
Yep.
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
I love your smooth voice. God damn! I shall leave him in your capable hands. Did I go a good job? Did I go a good job? Go. Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
I love Ray Chase, dude. Bro.
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
Really? In the fortress? What kind would that be?
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
Oh. Finding a place, you say? I know a place you can go to. Well, that is if Monsieur Nevelet wouldn't mind. I'm trying to say that he can move to you.
That actually sounds like a good idea. In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment.
Okay, I see.
But now...
That's actually very smart, yeah. Given that the flood would destroy so many houses. And it probably has, but they rebuilt them quite fascinatingly fast. But it probably cost a lot.
This might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Oh? What's that supposed to be?
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Okay. Do I have a special title? I am the executor, right?
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
He's like, okay, how about this time you actually read what I wrote to you? Okay? How about you read? Oh, bro.
Let's go!
Bye, guys! Kakuku is leaving the house. There he goes, flying. To freedom. Okay, where do you bet the boys are? The only friend I can think of is obviously Aoife and Auroron. And well, Auroron has already dealt with a Howl. Like, he was babysitting him. Yeah, I was out the boar. Oh my god, are we gonna get an interaction between Kakuku and a Howl? There they are. Oh my god, we're about to witness peak cinema.
How?
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. I have some grapes.
What? What now?
I don't know why. Every time a Howl says something like very simple, very chill, nonchalant, that just seems funny to me. Because he's always so over the top, and that just completely is against his image. Like, huh? The hell do you want?
Let's shake hands.
That's hilarious, bro. He wasn't even there. He wasn't there. He hasn't seen. How do you know about that? It looks like he's trolling a how about not being able to shake hands when Navi tried to. And now he's making fun of him for not being able to shake hands. But he wasn't there. He didn't witness it.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you were chill like that, bro. What the?
Oh, nice dodge.
They're just having fun. They're just trolling.
Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance.
Are you kidding me? That's pure cinema.
Did you miss me, bro?
Did you miss him, bro? Hell yeah.
Cuckoo, you're free!
You sound so excited.
Ugh, not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
Oh, wow. No way, bro. Didn't ask, bro. I need to teach Kakuku. Didn't ask. Or who asked?
Hey, Gramps.
Hey, kid.
And hey, Paimon and Kinich. It's good to see you all. Thanks for bringing Kakuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me!
Damn, you're calling a fellow dragon it? Wow. You know that could get you arrested here, right? Fontaine is really strict about pronouns.
Nice to meet you, bro.
I love his emotion when he does like that. Pepe stare. His eyes popping out.
Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face. I dare you.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a Hao lives his best life.
Oh, I'm sure living my best life watching that. Sounds good to me.
Poor Hao. He spent all day being tormented by Auroron, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Uh-huh. Come on, show us more.
Eva, as a
Don't just put them in the
vet,
background.
how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
I don't think anyone's suffering, bro.
Even hear yourself? Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kakuku got out of jail?
He was in jail? Amidst the racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kakuku to Eva and Roron. Hearing that Kakuku now has permission to move around freely, Ao's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, Hao. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Who knows?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
That's right.
Oh wow,
You
no
won't.
way, bro.
As far as I understand, the Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Most definitely, bro. You tell him, Kakuku.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a Hao, guys. I'll take over from here.
Damn. One Kakuku delivered as promised.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
Most definitely. Is that even a competition? Well, Paimon wins my cuteness competition.
Ah, really? Thanks! Wait, who are the other contestants, though?
That one behind you.
So now that our crew's back together again, what's our next move?
What's the move?
Oh, how about a game of rock, paper, scissors?
Oh, wow. No way, bro.
No chance. If I lose, we'll end up stuck in the room watching films all over again.
Nope. This time, we'll only watch a film if I lose instead.
Damn.
Had enough too, huh?
For real now? Come on, bro!
Come on, bro.
Can we just ditch this whole leaving it all to chance thing? Why don't we take our fate into our own hands?
Aren't we doing that already? Rock, paper, scissors uses our hands.
He ain't wrong, Aoife.
Don't know why you're laughing. You're stuck with paper every time.
He ain't wrong too. I love this. I love this a lot. What are we doing now? We have to wait. How long do we wait? 8 next day. Got it. Let's see.
Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it.
Bam, bam, bam. Let's go. Actually, now that I think about it, hold on. I should pull out my Escoffier. My wife. Bam. Does that even work? Yeah, it does. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. I'll do it later. Not for the recording. Or will I? Hey bros, we're back. Aight.
Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hello to you too.
Have there been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol, open up!
Hey.
Ah! Who's there? What's going on?
Open up, Special Patrol.
The Special Patrol?
Would they be knocking like that to Nivelet's office?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door. Please, anything but the Special Patrol. Brings out the phone, calls the chivalrous. Hey, Omi, yeah. Could you come by real quick?
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes. Let's go check it out.
A guard from Palais Mermonia carefully opens the door, and a familiar...
Good day, all. Gramps, grannies, aunts, and uncles.
Sure. Let's just go with that. Okay. I didn't expect the gang to be gathered all together.
What in the Tevat are you doing here, Auroran?
Were you the one? Oh,
Special Patrol, open up!
that sounded like Aoife.
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
Close.
One of his owners. Kind of. But, bro, what are you doing here?
And where's the other bro? And the other bro.
I'm here to claim a lost item.
Oh, wow. No way, bro. Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
God damn it. Ugh. Every time, Nuvi. Jesus. Leave some voice for the rest of us, man.
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Okay, which one of you guys is the granny? I'd say he is. I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this. Please forgive him.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knocking etiquette? That's how they do it in all the films.
Yeah, you've watched a lot of films, haven't you?
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Bro thought he was cool.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss. Oh, sorry about that. I totally goofed that one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
No. That's okay, but you can try later with my door if you want. Let's just get down to business.
So, Auroran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you lose?
Yeah, so basically...
Auroran carefully describes the item, the lost item he's come to claim.
For real now? Oh, come on, bro.
Is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to? Yeah. Paimon. You're getting infected. Welcome to our religion.
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
So it belongs to Aoife?
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Well, maybe it's his super gun. Auroran, tell us the truth. Otherwise, we're gonna have to arrest you for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well.
Caught you with your pants down.
So here's what went down. This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors.
God
Before long,
damn
he'd
it.
lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Cour de Fontaine's famous landmarks. When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia.
Just asked random people.
But apparently he used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
Damn, bro.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
You could have gotten into a lot of trouble, dude.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
I mean, that could be just a cover-up, you know? Not necessarily the truth.
Yes, at least I assume so. He looked like a well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Oh no. Auroran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys.
But don't get freaked out. But we may think that you may be an accomplice now.
Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
You sure?
Huh?
He's not going anywhere. Aoife and Kakuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Now I see where they are.
Keeping an eye on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bro.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first. Traveler, Paimon, you're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're basically household names. But why do you ask?
Well, it's not just us. Kinich, Ron, and Aoife too.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
Yep.
If so, then picking Auroran to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves.
Yeah, it also could be like a middleman.
There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around racking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being. We'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened. I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Fair enough. Being low-key has its advantages. Even though, well, a lot of you guys stand out in the crowd. But if you were to blend in anywhere, it would be Fontaine with all the people wearing who knows what.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
He's so stupid. I love him. He's so innocent, you know? Oh my god. No way, bro. Looking around.
No sign of any suspicious individuals around here.
Auroran went to the elevator.
Entered the elevator as planned.
Nice.
I'll head over to the plaza now.
That's so cool. Ah, I love it when they do that. When they allow us to play other characters. Like, not just having them in our party, but like, when we, in lore, we are playing as them. In the story. Shifting perspectives. Alright. We're just going to the plaza. To the plaza we go. I'm Batman. Can I just leave? And Risley is the only one on the team. Oh, where are you going, bro? We're not here to take a swim. What of you, huh? That's actually a really nice place to keep an eye on people. Look at these shadows, man. That's so gorgeous. I still can't get over How beautiful it is. Aerial attack! Oh my god. He's so... You look so official in that case, like a suitcase. Just chillin'.
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Well, there was someone who Kakuku was pestering.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Get his ass, bro. POV, you're getting beat the hell out of you by Kakuku.
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking!
I love him.
Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control.
Ooh, what's that? That's not something you see every day on NPCs.
The heck are you on about?
Oh my god, the aura. Bro is aura farming. Holy hell. This is the true Pyro Archon. Bro, you better kneel. I don't know what to tell you. When you see this, oh hell no, brother.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
Oh my god. I love these guys.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Least racist Fontanian, by the way.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
You messed up big time.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku. I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll do for now. Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Now he's happy.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time. Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier?
You know, I could not tell you. Honestly.
Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent. Looks like sending you was the right approach after all.
How do you pronounce his name? When I see it, it reminds me of Argenti from HSR. But if it's like French coded, then it's like Argentois. I'm not sure about the G though. I think this is Toi.
After all?
Whoops.
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So I got it, but I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
He found a loophole in his the vocal contract. What am I even saying?
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Bro is acting like a gangster. You know, I actually pretty like that little thing. I'm gonna sit on it and act all cool. They're both clueless.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
Bro watched too many movies while he was in Fontaine. How long have you been here? What have you seen?
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Bro's so not serious. Especially with that soft voice.
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
From the movie.
Because I watched that film with you.
Cuckoo's actually molding.
You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
Bro's clueless.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
God fucking damn it. I'm sorry, Ryzen.
Enough. More than enough.
Bro's like, okay, whatever. Let's just roll with the punches. Get it?
Who's this dude?
Do you like him? He's pretty handsome.
Just think of me as a staff member from the Palais Mermonia. Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Not necessary, just appreciate it, you know?
Oh no, I'm toast now.
Oh my god, there's also another NPC there. Ah, so cool to see them around.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story, from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods.
Sure.
As for the seller of this particular
What a shot.
item, well, I've never met him in person.
What a shot. I love this whole thing, even though I have no idea what that is. Still, just like the huge orb in academia. And yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We've discussed that probably someone left it for someone to take it later without any contact. Face to face.
We've had some prior dealings, but
Hey,
always
Leaning
under
Poster.
the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slip some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right?
Sounds pretty corrupt to me. I mean, yeah, if it's not Steambird, I don't trust it. TBH.
Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work.
Yep.
That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again the same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price.
I also love this shot too. The reflection in the water, and the city looks gorgeous here.
Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Kakuku, twist his balls.
Feeling smart now, are we?
No, please go easy on me.
Oh my god. That shot too? Oh my god. The splashes of water illuminating that's so cool.
Go on.
He retreated.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so
It makes sense.
I'm so very sorry. I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
Oh. Did you not find that concerning?
Besides, this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
Argento. I guess.
All right, Mr. Argento. Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster films?
Absolutely.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Which one?
Shh, can it?
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot. If we can catch the other party by doing this, you'll have gone some way toward redeeming yourself. Understand?
Oh, I see. I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
I'm still sus of this thing. It could be just an accessory, but still, why would they go out of their way to add this? They don't usually do that, right? If they don't have a reason.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety.
Word of advice, don't break the law.
All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Look at you, knowing the law. The legal codex coming in handy.
Such a hassle, bro!
For real.
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
I love these shots, the compositions.
I understand, sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
Exactly, you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Jesus Christ. Why the Italian accent?
In that case, I understand completely.
Shut the fuck up. My God.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest.
Whatever, dude. I don't get paid enough to explain.
Then it's settled. Thanks for your help.
Actually, I don't get paid. But I do have the money.
Am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
Diddly squad.
Ah, Risley's back!
Oh, that's it. I wouldn't play more
Judging
as
by your
Risley.
expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
Risley recounts what happened. It all makes perfect sense, but somehow it feels like Risley has glossed over a lot of the bro talk.
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Yeah. That's also what I'm thinking. And the fact that we have the item. Argento doesn't even know that there's no item in the box. Right? No one told him.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonium. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money.
So yeah, I originally thought that it would be someone from Natlan. But given the circumstances, it does sound like the Fontanian is the one behind all this. And he just somehow got his hands on the relic. Someone who cares about their image. And someone who wanted to sell it off as soon as possible to not be affiliated with it.
His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to. Or, I don't know.
The valuable contribution.
Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Morachose Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
And that's it. That's Act 2 done.
On the topic of kidnapping cases, how exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean. Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings? Of course, Melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
He would definitely be considered a subject of a kidnapping.
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
Dude, he literally lives under a rock. Underwater, though.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
That is no laughing matter, Risley.
He's pestering him about. You have to learn the codex. You have to know the laws. You don't make fun of it. So, here are the laws. Law number 1. do not pee inside a Palladia. We have a special, dedicated room, for that matter, on a second floor. Isn't that where Farina lives? No, she lives in a, they are actually quite close by, aren't they? Huh. What an interesting design. Ah, by the way, while we are on the subject of the matter, do you need to go to the bathroom? Risley, we've spent the whole evening talking about this. Are you sure you want to continue? I am very interested in that matter. I mean, what am I even talking about?
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning! That must mean there's been some progress! No time to waste! Let's head out!
Hey, the gang's all here! Novelette out of the Palais?
Hey, everyone!
That's
We're
so
not late, are we?
unheard of.
No, you're just in time. Well rested, I trust?
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have you all started preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argenteau yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Restaurant?
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
Yeah, it's the same place. Interesting. Same location.
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol mentioned Chevreuse!
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site.
Oh my
If things
god.
go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority.
Well, I doubt Chevreuse is gonna be undercover. She cannot change her outfit. Actually... God damn it, Genshin, give us more outfits.
Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
That would have been such a great opportunity to give, like, Chevreuse an outfit.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevreuse of the Special Patrol. So I'm feeling optimistic.
And she was also involved in the previous case with Kinich.
We'll trust your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way, we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and Miss Navia.
Makes sense, the organizers.
The Spina di Rosula will provide support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
The only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
She doesn't want to serve criminals? She wants to introduce them to her shopping board?
You know what, that might not be such a bad idea.
Yeah. Sorry, getting a bit carried away there.
All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation.
Look at Nivelette here, man. He's so sassy with his finger. He's like trailing it along his chin. Are you mogging right now? This is the sound of a mogging man. Mogging.
But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do? Dude, I will do anything to not get her in trouble.
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontainian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
You can say that again. I'm here for the journey, for the quest.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything. Unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
Pear-shaped? That's an interesting term of phrase.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
You're getting involved too, Kinich?
Of course.
How so?
There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan.
But who from Natlan will be, like, worried about their reputation and staying low-key, though? You know?
Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kinich we know and love.
The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly. Perhaps because Ahau and Kakuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. You should have added Oron here as well. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Ahau showed up and started cursing out Neuvillette. God damn it, Toyverse. This is the third time. The third time you're jingling the keys. Just showing them to us like, oh, look, the jingling keys. We have them, but we're not going to show you.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Before? How about some tea after? An after-tea party?
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
It's a very important job.
All right, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahau's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later.
Ahau mentioned in front of Neuvillette.
See you in a bit.
Neuvillette. Neuvillette.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Sure. The price of every price? Is that what you said? Okay. Let's go to the venue.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Oh, the lighting, the water. Farina, Escoffier, this dude, Charlotte, Lupin, Pauline, our Natlan dudes, broskies. Oh, we out here. Thanks in part, surely, to the undercover agents.
Traveler,
We're also kinda undercover, Paimon.
Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Well, there is something on the menu I'd like to check out. If you know what I mean. The guy with the case, that's gotta be him. Alright, it's business time. Tea! Or Fanta. What a transition, are you kidding me? Holy shit. The piano? Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's someone from Natlan. Oh my god, the detective vibe. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Smooth.
Won't you stay and drink it?
Holy shit.
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
Uh-oh. It's so comic-y.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
You lousy swine!
Oh my god, she covered the ears.
Stop right
Oh, that
there.
looks so good.
Oh look, a surprise performance! Wow, how lucky we are!
Oh my god. The art style's so great. To the boat? Uh-oh.
Sorry, my guy. Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Oh my god. That's so cool.
Quick, don't let him get away!
That's so not. Shivers! My girl. Oh god.
Lowly worm, no one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord!
It's so funny.
You again! You're driving
Bye
me
out.
crazy! Wow, bro!
Oh wow, no way, bro. Gotcha. Dude, that's so creative. That's so fun. The comic book style, the panels. He's so nonchalant about.
That's a wrap.
And the bow. Oh, okay. In true Fontaine fashion with the bow.
You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
My god. Also, Sue, yeah. I was gonna say that he kind of looks. He looks Fontainian, but like in Natlan clothes. Does it make sense? He looked like he was trying to look not Natlanian. Like it's like a disguise, you know? And like you say, he's gonna sue? Really? I doubt that the first response of a Natlanian would be, I'm gonna sue your ass! Yeah, it's definitely a Fontainian. I love the crab. God damn it, that was such a cool cutscene. Oh my god. Oh, did you see that Chevreuse shot? Oh my god, she looked so pretty. I don't know why why the animation didn't feel that smooth. I don't know if it's just on my end. It was kind of like lacking in frames, in FPS or something. But it was so creative. The comic book style, the art style. Oh my god, the art style was so great. And how they were playing around with the panels, with the manga panels, comic panels. The only thing I feel like that it was missing from a total vibe is some onomatopoeia. I don't think I've seen any onomatopoeia there. But if you were to add that there, that would have been just chef's kiss. Complete perfection. Still, it was both cinematic and cool. And in that cutscene, I actually like that there was no lip sync. That the movement of the lips, like in Risley, when Risley was talking, his lips were moving, and they didn't match the voiceover, and I felt like it was a really good vibe for the comic book style. I don't know why, I can't really explain it, but I felt like it felt appropriate for there to be no lip sync. For lips to just move like a bit, you know, very, very small amount. Open like a few times while there was said an entire sentence. I don't know why that is. That's interesting. Oh, it was such a cool cutscene. And the transition? Dude, that transition from the game. It was seamless. They didn't even have like a black screen to transition into the cutscene. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Will you now?
Go ahead.
I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
Look at the sunlight. Oh my god, Kinich. That suits you so much.
Why, you... all right, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall. Once he fell into debt, he had creditors regularly coming over to threaten and intimidate him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you. That's the only reason I needed the money. Please, believe me. You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natlan too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed!
Is there even gambling in Natlan? I guess there are like games where you can bet money.
And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Have I mentioned how awesome you look, Kinich?
Something wrong, Kinich? Gone soft, have we?
Bro took some tips from Capitano.
I don't believe a word you say. Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler.
A gambler?
Sorry.
Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
First of all, are you really from Natlan?
I figured. And I'm not trying to be smartass here. I'm just saying that they portrayed it pretty well. I was able to tell because the game left hints.
You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Huh? What kind of logic is that?
Brother, there are no courts in Natlan.
I can explain. I actually grew up in...
I don't want to hear another word. Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
Do what you never were able to do.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler. I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course.
My God.
I might be wrong.
I might be wrong as dude, that's such a cool animation too. The smoke. Yeah. Ahau is having a field day for everything he's been through.
But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you.
That's crazy.
If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck.
They were throwing everything they had in there.
Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly
Jesus
what your
Christ.
beloved courts are for. Isn't that right?
I just went through a roller coaster of emotions. I felt such happiness to see Chevreuse, let alone together with me, side by side, walking, and then I realized she doesn't have a voice. That's okay, Erica. That's okay. I still love you. Look at my Chevreuse. Ah! In that lighting. Gorgeous. Hold on. I cannot do her right, but I'll do my best. That's right. It's been a while, Mr. Kinich. The Special Patrol will take this criminal off your hands now.
Many thanks.
Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us. Beauty.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
Bro, you've had enough for one day. You just had a field day with that guy. That's enough dopamine for you for one day. As you wish. My thanks to you, and also to Mr. Kakuku, for your show-stopping performances. Nod.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Dude, I love so much. First of all, that she had screen time. Second of all, that they portrayed her so freaking well in the cutscene. Third of all, she walked in with us by her side. We were side by side. We're such besties, bro. That's my Pookie right there. Are you okay, Kinich?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now. Fuck, I just realized. Bro was projecting his own dad. Are we gonna get his backstory now?
Little Kinich, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kinich, aren't ya?
He's so upset because this guy reminded him of his own dad.
Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
Cry about it.
What are you on about?
Bad a hoe. Bad.
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers.
Yeah.
They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world. No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get. They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune. But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost.
An unseen cost.
In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Kinich.
Don't feel sorry for me. I certainly don't feel sorry for myself. They say that people are shaped by their past. And since I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right.
You have.
We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook.
Baby Kinich. Dude, that's such a nice shot. The ragged clothes. My God. Look at the baby. That's so nice.
Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
My god, with the Saurians trying to survive. Oh my god, that looks so nice. Wow. He's so cute. I cannot express how much I love the inclusion of these. This is so good. I have read a bit of his backstory, but I'm really glad we get to see this. Just, I love getting to know people's backstories, not just through text, but through something like this to actually see it, you know? I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Wow. That's so nice. Oh my god. Cycle 2? Cycle ton. Hey guys. Actually, where are we supposed to go? Here. There's also Aoife and Aurora in there. So I'll go talk to them first. They're just... and Kakuku. They're just chilling. Hello, bros. Hi, wife. Bro, what are you doing?
In a good mood, I see.
Yep. Seeing my dear vegetables all settled in right where they belong brings me great joy.
Deserved.
You sound like a proud parent. I'm happy for you, bro.
I'm happy for you, bro.
But given how where they belong is inside a cooking pot, that kind of fills me with dread at the same time.
Yeah, I'm cooking my babies. What?
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
The heck are you on about? Does this really seem like a good time for nice to meet you?
A good time as any. As good of a time as any. The heck are you on about? I don't know why I love so much when we learned all these phrases from Kakuku, and now we're getting to hear them from Aoife, where Kakuku learned them from.
I guess he's referring to the meeting of the vegetables in the pot.
You got it, bro.
It's all a matter of interpretation.
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure if I should be worrying about your definition of nice to meet you or investigating whether you and Kakuku share some kind of telepathic bond.
Share a brain cell more like. God damn. Hey, gang.
Yay, Traveler Kinich, you're back.
Boink, 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 boink.
We just saw Chevro's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
As she should. Well, it did go smoother than expected. Our opponent was pretty weak.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia. Apparently, the Marechaussee Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities.
Ooh.
Sounds like they'll have their hands full.
Yeah, about damn time.
Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about. Not really our concern.
Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. but I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon.
I don't think she took pictures of you, Paimon.
Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
A How bonked his head and started crying.
What?
Bro's jaw dropped.
Rumors and slander!
Slander.
When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, ever sunk to such sniveling?
Often, actually.
Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet.
Well, I still have a whole event to run.
At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan. So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
Hey, that's it. Then there's still like a prologue. No prologue, epilogue. Right? That's not it. It's tracking. Oh, okay. That's gonna unlock after we're done. Sure, okay. Well, Navia's sitting there. Okay. I guess it's time to get back to work.